Another day, yet another bit of COVID-19 related carnage on the local college scheduling front, this time from the Summit League and by extension, Western Illinois University. The Council of Presidents for that conference today announced that there will be no sports on campus prior to September 23rd at the earliest. This delay will affect men's and women's soccer, volleyball, men's and women's cross country, and non-championship segments for men's and women's golf and men's and women's tennis as well. At this point, the Missouri Valley Conference, we have no confirmation yet on what the plans are for Leatherneck football, but we will continue to monitor the situation. Now, in the course of my discussion yesterday with Quincy University athletic boss Marty Bell about the situations involving his institution in COVID-19, I happened to ask him a long-term question about the viability of athletics long-term in the wake of this pandemic. And Marty had an incredibly interesting response.
Well, I think that's a very legitimate question, and I think every institution that looks like us or even close to us is dealing with this problem, but you can't put that ahead of the health and safety of the kids. You just can't. And we have been a resilient, a 160-year institution, old institution. We will find a way, Chris, through this. I promise you, we will find a way that will not compromise the integrity of the safety of our students, our campus, our faculty. And we are very creative people, and we will find a way to manage this, manage the financial side of it. We've got a great community that supports us, top to bottom, and I think they're going to be even more respectful if we keep our priorities in line.
Changing gears now, he is one of, if not the best ever athlete to wear the Concord Triopia football uniform, and in fact spent a couple of different stints playing quarterback at both Quincy University and Culver Stockton. But it is within the world of professional mixed martial arts and kickboxing that Dustin Jacoby has made his biggest mark. In fact, coming up on August the 4th, he will be fighting once again on ESPN Plus for a chance to reboot his career in a big-time way with a contract to the UFC as part of Dana White's Contenders Series. A career arc that Dustin never really saw coming 10 years ago when he took up the sport on a lark.
Tri-State Triumphs, sponsored by Good Samaritan Home of Quincy.
When I was at Culver Stockton and my brother called me up one day, he's like, dude, Saturday I'm getting in a fight. And I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean getting in a fight on Saturday? I thought fights just happened. I didn't know what MMA was. So he told me it was MMA. It was, you get in a cage, it's signed, both people sign up to fight. So I started Googling what was going on, man. I had no idea this was a path to take. When I was younger, I always, was dreaming of being in the NFL or, in a weird roundabout way, I always thought I was going to be a professional athlete. And I guess, I am a professional athlete with MMA, but I had no idea it was going to be cage fighting or kickboxing. And, I'm very thankful for the sport that I did choose and that I am in. I've got to travel the world, and I've met so many great people, and I have so many great friends because of this sport. And you never know where life's going to take you, man. I mean, it's been one heck of a journey, and I've loved every minute of it.
Such a natural as an athlete, and things come much easier to you than they do to most of us. Was that at the inception, maybe that hurt you a little bit in terms of growth just because you jumped into this and you were good right off that?
Absolutely, man. I mean, this is a sport that experience really does matter. And like I said, there was no doubt that I was ready and that, I was good enough to be there. Just there were so many things that hadn't happened yet in my career, and I wasn't able to grow. And I think it just all happened too quick and too soon. And, when I first got cut from the UFC, people were asking me, what are you going to do now? And it's like, for those that don't know, I mean, it's like a major leaguer gets sent back to the minor leagues. You just got to put your head down and keep working and keep going through the experiences. And each time you step in the cage is a different outcome and a different, opportunity to grow and just develop as a fighter. And, I'm 32 now. It's been almost a decade since I've been in the UFC, and I'm just much more mature with everything in life. I'm excited for this opportunity, man.
The fact it is the UFC and this is a chance to sort of rewrite history for you, that's got to be fun because I know how proud you are.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. The first time I was this young kid and I was traveling to Vegas and, like this, my opponent, he hasn't traveled the world. This is going to be his first time going to Vegas and fighting. So I remember that time, all of my friends and family were there and, they're hooting and hollering and having a blast. And, I'm trying to stay middle ground, and it was hard. I wanted to be out with them, and I thought at the time when I got there I had made it. And little did you know, man, there's just so much more work that has to be put in, and it's easy to get there. It's harder to stay there.
And we'll have more tonight with Dustin Jacoby and his unique journey in the world of mixed martial arts, as well as a look at Prep Tour Golf from Springfield, all coming up tonight at 10. Amber?